Hi, AJ Hartley here, novelist, Shakespeare professor, fan of Babymetal and cocktails, which is why we're here. So I have two new cocktails for you. One is quite simple and is sort of somewhat arbitrary, but it's in the spirit of the song Amore. The other one is a more complicated cocktail based on specific things that have to do with the song PaPaYa. So, check them out, and I hope you like them. Amore. It's a hopeful song, a positive song, a song about emerging out of conflict and difficulty and embracing a version of love which travels across the universe. It's an image of the planet, an image of starlight, a brilliance coming through the sort of dark blue skies, and there's also an image of a crimson sun in there as well. So, what does love and hope and starlight taste of? Let's go with orange. So, we're going to start with ice. Okay, a little ice, maraschino cherry, classic cocktail garnish. This is going to give us our crimson sun. Pop that in there. Now our base is white rum, and it doesn't need to be white because the color is important. So we're going to go with about an ounce of this. I'm using Bacardi, but you can use any plain white rum. And now, as I said, we're going with orange. This is 03, but you could use Cointreau or anything similar. And I'm going to use about maybe half an ounce of that. And then our all-important final ingredient, the blue curacao. Curacao obviously is a Caribbean island famous for, I don't quite know why, this particular spirit, which is an orange flavored liqueur. Unlike the 03 or the Curacao is quite sweet and rich. Curacao is has more of the sort of the orange peel in its flavor. It's a little bit more like triple sec. And again, I'm going with about a half ounce. And it's very vibrant because we want that blue sky color. As I said, optimism. I don't know, sunshine, starlight, I don't know why this makes me think of orange, but it's clean and bright and life-affirming, and that's what we're going for. Okay. Try that. Perfect blue. Just a little bit of that sunlight in the bottom. Oh yeah, it's lovely. It tastes like starlight. It tastes like love saving the universe. It tastes good. Good enough. Yes, PaPaYa. What I'm going to go for here is something that has not just the feel of the song, in terms of its summeriness, its energy, its spicy quality, its general sort of funness, but also I'm going to use specific ingredients that you would use if you were making a papaya salad, combined with a little Japanese sake to get that sort of blend of the Thai and the Japanese, and something which I hope is a fun, summery, exciting kind of flavor. So, as ever, we start with ice. And I'm using a slightly taller glass. This is a longer drink than I usually make with cocktails. Okay, so the alcohol is, I'm starting with, this is not salsa. This is a jar of home infused tamarind vodka. I'm just using regular vodka. This is the Pearl that I've used before. It's just a good, cheap, basic vodka. And then you take a tamarind. I don't know if you guys are familiar with tamarind. It has a sort of tart, citrusy tang with a little spice to it. Really, really good in curries and things like that. You can buy these in Asian food markets, usually in a box. It comes in a shell like this, and you could just crack it open, break it apart, and you can see the this pulpy seed. I'm not actually going to use that one because I already did it. So you crack off the outer cover and then put the seeds with the pulp around it in a jar, top it up with vodka and let it sit for a couple of days. And as you can see, it gets that nice amber color, and it's got a sort of spicy, as I say, so almost like a sort of citrus kind of flavor, but it's sharper and more interesting. And we're going to use half a measure of that, about a ½ ounce. Now that has a little spice to it, but we want to lift it a little bit more. This obviously, you know, balance according to your taste. If you like hot food and hot drinks, great. If not, you might want to dial this back a bit. I'm using a Stolichnaya pepper vodka. Again, this is actually something which is really easy to make yourself. Just get a bottle of vodka, drop a few cayenne peppers in it, or habaneros or whatever, something nice and sharp, and let it sit for a little while and it'll infuse. So again, about a ½ ounce of that. The tamarind and the hot pepper are ingredients in the papaya salad. So is lime. So I got a couple of, like maybe a ¼ ounce of lime juice, about 3/4 ounce of sake. As I say, this is a Japanese ingredient, but rice wine and their liquors which are derived from them are also common in Thailand. So this is, again, a sort of blend. Now, and then this is a can of a papaya juice cocktail. You could just use straight papaya juice. This is a bit more like a nectar. If it's a nectar, it's going to be sweeter than the juice itself, so you might want to modulate some of the other ingredients accordingly. This is something you can do to taste. If it's not a nectar and it doesn't have the sweetness that comes with the nectar, instead of using the lime juice, you might want to use something like Rose's lime juice, which is a classic cocktail ingredient, which has lime juice in it but is also sweet. So it cuts some of the sourness. And for this, I'm going to say probably 2 full ounces of the papaya. So this is a longer drink than usual. Pours quite thick because of the juice. And then, just for fun, garnish with a nice red cayenne. That's nice. It's actually surprisingly drinkable. Yeah, that's good. And if you want to sort of beef up some of the sort of more distinctive flavors, add a little more of the tamarind, or a little more of the pepper, or a little more of the lime to give it a little extra push. But that core combination, you're getting some of the pepper and the tamarind now, that's good. That core combination actually works really well. And as a summer drink, it's nice and light and refreshing, got great flavors to it, really good for sort of hanging out at the pool and enjoying the summer vibe. Combine. Oh yeah. PaPaYa, baby. And that's it. I hope you enjoy those, and as ever, like, comment, subscribe, check out my Patreon page, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.